and today I'm going to teach you guys how to draw an Umbreon. So if you've been watching my how to draw videos, you may have noticed that I drew a Pikachu and a Vulpix before. So we're going to continue on with random Pokemon to draw an Umbreon. I hope you guys like Umbreon. So I've got my hard surface and paper. I've got plenty of pencils. And I have lots of colored pencils, even though Umbreon's not that colorful. Just got lots of colored pencils. And all these crayons. So we're ready to begin. Make sure you have your supplies. You don't have to use colored pencils and crayons if you don't want to. You can even use markers. So whatever coloring tools you want, or if you want to leave your Umbreon blank, then that's fine too. Just make sure you have some stuff if you're following along. So, I always like to start my pictures with the head. It's just the easiest place to start from. Don't mind the little Mew in the background, that's Oriana. So, I'm going to draw it, show you each step, so you guys can follow along. So, here we go. Starting with the head. You can make it bigger if you want. Don't draw it too big though, because you need room for the body. So the head is like a circle, because it's going to be looking forwards. If it was facing the side, you would get a little nub for the nose. So from the head, I'm going to draw some slanted lines for the neck. So now it's a head and neck. Okay, from the neck you can draw the chest, which is a slightly curved line. And if you make mistakes, don't worry, just erase, try again. So here is my Umbreon's chest. And then I'm going to give Umbreon a shoulder. Another slightly curved line. And from there we can draw the one of the front arms that's showing. Start with another slightly curved line. About where the start of the shoulder is. And you're going to follow it up with another line towards the end of where the shoulder is. And that's the upper arm. Alright, so now the lower arm is skinnier. Going to bring that down a little ways. 2 lines, one on each side. And from there you can draw the paw, which will be like a little tiny square almost, a rounded, like a club. And that's the first arm. Now on the other side there's another arm. So you're going to want to draw another little line coming from the chest to signify that there's no arm there. See where I drew that little line? Then give it another lower arm. And see where the other one stops. And then another paw. So that's the front part of the Umbreon. As you know, Umbreon needs back. So Umbreon has kind of a slanted back a little bit. So it will gradually decline in line in the middle and rise back up at the end. And from there, we can draw the belly. Which is another line, like this. Now that we got the back and the belly, we can draw the back leg. So make sure that Umbreon has a round back end. Because Umbreon is not a brick. And so a little ways away from that one, we draw the rest of the back leg. Make sure to connect your lines. The upper back leg. So now for the lower back leg. Just gonna be skinny. Goes down to about level of the front. You get a line on the other side too. So now your legs should look like this. And then just draw another club paw. So to do that, you do a little tiny line here, slightly rounded. You curve it around to the back. And then connect it with a straight line. And of course, Umbreon's going to have another back leg. So like what we did on the front, going to continue another line. So there's another leg back there. And then the other leg's gonna have a little paw. And the dishwasher is making noise. So please ignore that. So this is the basic outline of the Umbreon. So now we need to put in some of the more distinctive features. Umbreon's ears and tail. So we're gonna go back to the front of the Umbreon. And for the ears, you draw like a little rounded thing. It's gonna be pointed on the tip. That's the first ear. And make sure to add like a little tip. And then continue with another rounded part that folds more inwards. That's the first ear. Now we're going to do that again on a little ways away from that one. Like about there. You can do it closer if you want. And again, draw a tip. And then round it out. Now that you're familiar with that shape, you're gonna go to the back and add one to the end, which is the tail. So you do another rounded. rounded line, give it a tip. Continue to tip. And then round it again. There, now it looks more like an Umbreon. Now Umbreon needs a face. So we're going to draw some eyes. A lot of my pictures that I draw include a lot of rounded lines. It's easy once you get the hang of it. So then you do another rounded line on the bottom. Take a little lemon. You're going to do another little lemon, give it a second eye. So there's the outline of two eyes. And within the eyes, you're going to draw a semicircle. And then you're going to draw another semicircle inside that semicircle. Like that. You give Umbreon a snout because Umbreon has a snout. So you're going to draw like a little semicircle between the eyes. And you give Umbreon a mouth. You can do whatever kind of mouth you want, really. But Umbreon's usually got a little line here as a little frown. Umbreon is real serious. So, now Umbreon has some rings on his body, so more semicircles. Here's one. Draw another one a little bit below that one for the first ring. Repeat on the other side. And Umbreon also has a ring on its forehead. So you draw a line from each ear, like that. See how it connects to the end of each ear? And then you're going to draw a smaller U in the middle. Like that. Now, Umbreon also has some rings on his arm. Just draw zeros. So, got an oval. You could put a smaller oval in the middle. And repeat for the back leg. So draw another zero. With a ring in the middle. And now for the final ring, which is on its tail. So the ring is pretty close to the tip of the tail. Draw another arch here with a smaller arch above it. And there you go. That's the outline of the Umbreon. Now, if you want to color your Umbreon in, we'll continue on. And Oriana's on my foot. So I have a kitten on my foot, but that's not part of the instructions. You guys don't have to have a kitten on your foot. Oriana, please.
I'm going to remove the kitten.
I don't even know why she's in here. Removed, the little stuffed animal kitty. Okay, so Umbreon doesn't have that many colors, so you get yourself a nice black colored pencil. I'm going to start with the outlines in colored pencil. You don't have to do this method of coloring. You can use whatever method you like. So the outlines will be done in colored pencil, and then the rest I'm going to color in with crayon. So we get black for the main body, gold for the rings, and some red for the eyes. Alright. So yes, that's simple, just those three colors. So I always like to start with the lightest colors, so I'm going to use the gold first. Now that would be the color of the rings. Unless your Umbreon is shiny, it has gold rings. If it's shiny, it has light blue rings. So just carefully go along the outline with your colored pencil. I'll show you each time I finish one, so you can see the progress being made. The rings are pretty thin, so if you want to finish coloring it in with the colored pencil, that also works. So guys, what would you like to see me draw next? Make sure to leave in the comments if you want me to teach you guys how to draw something else. It doesn't have to be another Pokemon. I would like to remind you guys that I don't know about a lot of video game characters, but I know Pokemon, well, except for, there's a lot of Pokemon I haven't seen yet from the newest gen. I know Pokemon and Zelda and Sonic. So, and Mario. That should give you an idea of what kind of things I know how to draw. But it doesn't have to be a video game character, you can suggest objects even. Alright, I'm done outlining the gold rings. I'm going to move on to the red eyes. Now, Umbreon's eye whites are red. So, I'm going to color the eye whites red. like that. So now the rest of the outline is black. Umbreon's also an easy Pokemon to color if you only have a few colored pencils. If you don't have golden yellow, you can use regular yellow. That works too. First ear tip. Next ear. If your colored pencil breaks, make sure you have a pencil sharpener or more colored pencils on hand. I have a whole box of colored pencils, so this isn't too much of an issue. If you're pressing really hard or the colored pencil is weak, it will break. So, gotta be careful of that. Then moving on to the second ear. Second ear tip. Second bottom ear. Between the ring. The head outline. Get the little snail. The mouth is going to be hard to see once I finish coloring it in, though. The pupil. And then the neck. Chest. Shoulder. And then we're going to get the arms outlined. If you're doing outlines, that is. Back. Belly. Back leg. And the other back leg. and then the tail. Sounds like someone's mowing their lawn. So this is the outline finished. Now I'm going to finish coloring it in. Okay. I'm going to use crayons for the middle outline. So we're just going to put those colored pencils aside and take out the crayons. Again, we just need the 3 colors: black, gold, red. Unless you're doing a shiny Umbreon, which then you need different colors. But for the regular Umbreon, we're going to use black, gold, and red. So you get your dandelion crayon, if you have a dandelion crayon. If you don't have a dandelion crayon, you can use yellow. Fill in the rings. I apologize for the lawn mowing noise in the background. I have no control over that. If you didn't finish coloring in your rings with your colored pencil, you can go ahead and add some crayon there. If you're using my method. Now for the tail ring. As you can see, Umbreon is relatively easy to draw. I hope I didn't make it sound too complicated. And now I'm going to get some red for the eyes. Alright, now there's just one more thing left to do. Cut the black crayon. I bet that this is probably someone's OC, a white Umbreon. Because, you know, everyone has all these different kinds of Pokemon OCs. But we're drawing a regular Umbreon, so... I'll get the black crayon out. And continue on. Ear tip again. And the bottom of the ear. That's one ear done. Moving on to the other ear. Ear tip. Ear bottom. color in between the ring. Color the face. Be careful. Little strokes works the best. You're getting a smooth and even texture. So it's okay to take your time with this. There's the face. I'm going to finish coloring in the pupils. And now I'm just going to color in the rest of the body. Here's a cute little Umbreon head. And then, oh, the rest of the body. So, on to the neck. And chest and shoulder will be colored in. And then the rest of the arm. Make sure to go back and put color within the ring as well. Here's the arm, color in the ring. Probably also someone's OC, a half black Umbreon. I make all these OC jokes, and I have a whole bunch of OCs as well. Good. Okay. So in the middle of the body. almost done. Need to get the back legs done. And go back and color in the ring. Oh look, another person's OC, an Umbreon with a white tail. And color in the tail. Another person's OC. No. Color in the telltale. I'm sorry everyone who has OCs that look like that. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I just think it's amusing. Interesting. Unique. Here you go. A fully finished Umbreon. Oh, I finished that faster than I expected. Well, anyways, remember to let me know in the comments what you want to see me draw next. And if you want, you can tell me what your favorite Pokemon is. And also, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. Bye.